Well, okay. Hi, everybody. It's good to be back with another training with the hybrid bots. Uh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run through the training so that we can watch this later. If you've got new prospects or new recruits who are signed up and they want to trade the hybrids, they can watch the video and learn how to trade the hybrids. So to get started right away, go into your dashboard, customer cryptoevolution.trade. Once you sign in, you're going to click on the trading center. That's on the bottom right hand side of the screen, and it's going to take you into your trading dashboard, from where you're going to click on the left hand side. You're going to click the new hybrid, and based on let's say if you want to get into a particular coin, let's say you're using a recommendation service like the one we have, or using the CV recommendations, or whichever it is. I'm going to basically show you how to set up a hybrid trade. The minimum amount that you need to say that you need to use if you want to open up a hybrid trade is 0.005. That's around about $45 at the moment. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the exchange, select the exchange. I'm using Binance, so I'm going to click on Binance. I'm going to select my API key. If you don't know how to set up your API key, there's tutorials. You can watch the tutorials right here and set up your API key, or you could speak to your upline, your sponsor, and I'm sure they'd be glad to help you set up your API key. I've clicked my API key, and I'm going to go into, I'm just going to choose a coin. You could choose any coin from your exchange right here. But what you want to do is you want to look at the coins that are trending, or the coins that are on an upward trend, so that you can make the most out of the upward trend and earn from your trade. So I'm going to click the AE coin because I've got my charts opened up on another computer and I can see the coin is rallying. So I'm just going to open up that, and I'm going to right away the page is going to load, and it's going to show you the charts as to where the coin is on the charts and what price it is. It's going to, first of all, you're going to look at the top. It says 1 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and 1 day. So I'm going to click on the 30-minute chart just to see what it's doing in the last 30 minutes. Now, you can also look at the 1 minute chart to see where it is, where the coin is right now on the charts, but I'm going to look at the 30-minute chart because the 30-minute chart gives us a better idea of where the coin is and what the coin is going to do. So if you're going to go into a hybrid trade, I would recommend that you learn to look at the charts, which would definitely help you as you start trading the hybrids. Now, the coin is right here. You can see the coin with the last red candle. If I could enlarge the candle, you can see this is the candle is here for this. It's on a 30-minute candle, so it's still got the timer runs down here on the side. It says 24.36 minutes and 30 seconds on the candle, and it says this is the price, 43.43. Now let's say you've received a recommendation to get in on the coin, or a signal if you want to call it, to get in on the coin at the price. Let's say it's 43.43. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll down a little bit, and you're going to notice, first thing you're going to notice right here is a different price. It says 43.77. Now this price is the market price. Is higher. This price is generally higher than the price that is currently on the charts. So you're going to have to take note of this. If, let's say, you receive a signal for 43.43 and I want to get in at that price, now I'm going to have to enter that price here, 43.43, and I'm going to say leave my stop loss at 100%. Now a lot of people have asked us, do we need to change the stop loss? And I would say do not change your stop loss. Let it stay at 100%. Because for the main reason that the cryptocurrency market is an unregulated market, in the sense that it's totally different from the Forex market. So a coin could drop 80% in 1 minute. It could increase, it could go up 80% in 1 minute. So let's say if you change this, the stop loss, and put it at 20%, and the coin drops, if you look at this bar, you look at this of course, this is a 30-minute time frame, 30-minute candle. Let me just quickly move to 1 minute. Now let's look at this. For example, the price is here. The price was 43.74, and within a minute the price dropped down to 43.43. Now I'm not going to calculate how many percent that is, but let's say this was a 10% drop. Now if you put your stop loss at 10%, what's going to happen is the bot is going to close out your trade immediately because it dropped down. So which is why I say don't change your stop loss. Leave your stop loss at 100%. You don't have to change it. You just leave it right there, and don't worry about what's going to happen. You're not going to lose all your money on this trade if you leave it at a stop loss of 100%. Reason being is, unless the coin goes down to zero, I mean, it loses all its value, it goes down to zero, you're not going to lose all your money that you put on this trade. So I would say leave the stop loss at 100%. Now, what you're going to do next is, if you're on the $500 package, you are not going to have access to the stop profit percentage. This is not going to be available for you. This is only available on the $2,000 package. So assuming that you have only a $500 package, you're just starting off, you're not going to have this stop profit percentage, so you don't have to worry about this. But if you have the $2,000 package and you want to increase your chances of earning some more money on your trade, you could increase the stop profit from this. You could increase it to maybe 4%, the default. If you go to your pro feature section right on top here and you click your pro features, it tells you right here the stop profit percentage in hybrid orders. If you can choose the minimum percentage at which your order will close at a profit, you can still sell it manually. Now this is for advanced trading. It says right here, these options are for an advanced trading only. So unless you know what you're doing, I would recommend don't change it, or talk to somebody first before you activate it. Now I've got mine enabled, so which allows me to change my stop profit to any percentage about 3%. I could go right up 90%, 99, 100% as well. So let me quickly go back to my new hybrid, and I'm going to open up that trade once again. So I select my exchange, Binance. I select the coin. I select my API key. I select the coin, in which case I'm going to go with the AE coin, and because on the charts I see it moving up on a 30-minute time frame. So I'm going to see what the price is. I'm going to go in at the market price. I'm not going to change the price. I'm going to see which is, let me just quickly wait for this. Okay, it says at the 1 minute chart, it shows at 43.58. So you can see the price here. It says 43.58. So I don't need to change it. Leave my stop loss at 100%. I'm going to enter, say, 0.05. Okay, so I'm putting in about $450 on this trade, 0.05, and I'm going to change this. Instead of a 3%, I'm going to put it at a 4%, because from what we have learned and what we have experienced and worked with, when you put it at 4%, the bot has a tendency to close higher than that, higher than a 4% or 5%. So I'm going to put it at a 4%, and I'm going to click Add Hybrid, and it's going to appear right here in my hybrid trades. I'm going to refresh it, and if you notice, I already got an AE that I just entered a little while ago, and it is at a minus 75. That's because it's still pending. Now this is taking some, it will take a couple of minutes for it to appear on your dashboard, because it has to go through Binance, and when the order is available, it's going to buy it, fill the order, and it's going to appear here. So if you click the refresh button, it should appear in a few minutes. So that's basically how you set up your hybrid trade. Now, if you look at my trades, over the last couple of days, Bitcoin went up to 9,000. In fact, 10,000. It touched 10,000. Didn't have enough of support to go through the 10,000 barrier, but it dropped down to probably, I think it's somewhere around about 9,300 right now, and it's going to be. So what happened was all the altcoins actually took a beating, and the altcoins are just beginning to rally. We're going to give it a couple of hours more before we can actually see some altcoins actually turn out in greens. But what I did was I went ahead and took some coins myself. These were not recommended. We didn't share these coins out because these were extremely high risk coins in a red market. But I closed out these coins. If you look at it, it says user sold. So I closed them out at a 2.23. And all of these are today. This is today. This is still pending. I opened up the sub coin. It's still pending. I opened up the link, LRC fund, the Tron coin, the AE coin. I've opened up these coins. And in fact, this was all opened up today. And if you notice, I did not wait for the bot to sell it out. Reason being is because of the markets today. The markets are in the red, and I didn't want to wait. So as soon as it came to around about 2%, I actually closed it out. I manually closed out these trades because I think I put in a 4% as well for this. You can see it right here. It says the stop profit was 4%. I set it at a 4%, but because of the market being so volatile today and yesterday, probably even a bit for tomorrow, I decided not to wait for it to go beyond 2% and reach to 4% or more than 4%. So I actually closed the trade out at a 2.17, 2.98, 2.23%. I just closed these trades out. So that's something you could do, whether you've set your stop profit at a 3% or 5%, you can close it out automatically, manually, anytime that you want. Let me quickly go and refresh this to see if the trade is gotten. Yeah, it's gotten. So this is the trade that I just put in, AE. I put in at 0.05. This was the buy price, 435.8. And so that was a buy price. It's right there. And the buy price, the sell price, the current price right now is 4,361. So I'm going to wait for the coin to rally. The coin will rally, and I'm going to let it go up. And probably I might sell it out once it crosses the 2%, or I might just let it rally depending on the charts, how the charts are doing in another hour or so. So that's basically how you set up your hybrid trade. Now you could also, if you're using the app on your phone, but you like the interface and you want to use the same interface on your on your computer, all you need to do is type out https://app.cryptoworldevolution.trade. You're going to do this, click, and it should automatically open up. Let me just refresh this. It's going to open up to the same interface that you have on your phone, on your iPhone or on your Android phone. And you can open up a trade right here from this, just like you do from your phone. From what I noticed, this refreshes faster. It should refresh faster than the normal dashboard. So I can go into my hybrids here. I can see my hybrids. I can look at all the trades that are there. I can see the trades that I've closed, the trades that are pending. So if you're finding it too difficult to use the app, it's too small, or you're not able to access the app for some reason, you can use it on your computer or any browser, app.cryptoworldevolution.trade. Now, once again, I just want to quickly touch on the stop profit thing. Once again, let me just open up the new hybrid section. A couple of things actually I want to say. When you enter the stop profit, make sure, what you need to understand is that if I set this stop profit to a 5%, the bot is going to wait for the coin to rally up till it reaches 5% before it actually sells it out. So it's going to take longer for your trade to close out. So this is something you need to be aware of, watch out for. Don't expect it to close out at a 2% or a 1%. If the bot is going to just wait for it to go right up, cross your 4% or 5%, and then it's going to sell out your coin. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, let me just quickly go to open up a new trade. I'm not going to get into the trade, but I'm just going to go to the same coin. It's not this coin. Let me just change it there. Yeah, back to the AE coin. And let's say you received a recommendation for a particular value. And if the recommendation came as buy under, what it means is that if the price is at, let me just change this. If the price is at 43.72, if you receive a recommendation that says buy under 43.72, even though the price is right here at 43.72, and if you receive a recommendation that says buy under, you can manually set your price to anything that's lower than 43.72. You could decide to go in at, let's say 43.50, 43.25, or anything. You can just set a lower price. What you're going to do in that case is you're going to come say, let's say it's 43.25. You're going to enter 43.25. You're going to enter the amount that you want to invest in that particular trade, and you're going to click add hybrid. Now, what's going to happen when you do that? The bot is not going to buy the coin immediately. The bot is going to wait for that price to drop down to that price that you've put in. For, let's say it's 43.25. The price is still 43.68, 43.70 right now. So it's going to wait for the coin to go down, and then it's going to buy into that trade. So you could get, if the recommendation comes as buy under, that's what it means. You buy under at that price or buy under. You can manually enter the value that you want to get in at, and you buy it. Now let's say if the recommendation does come at buy between 43.25 and 43.50. That's because based on our analysis, we believe that that would be the optimal point for you to get in on the trade. Now, like I said, we're using a 1 minute chart. Now, if you look at this coin, let's say the price was given at 43.74 with a small red candle, and let's say the price was given get in between 43.74 and 43.84. Now, the next minute, the coin actually dropped right down. It did the opposite. It's gone below 43.74 or 84, and it's come down to 43.44. We have no control over the market. We have no control over this price if it drops. If the price drops, it's better in the sense that you're going to buy in the dip and you're going to ride it out as it rallies on top. But let's say, for example, the price was given at, let's say it was given at 43.43. And the next minute, the coin just rallied right up. Within a minute, it's gone to 43.80. What that means is the coin has actually rallied in 1 minute. We have no control over that market, of the cryptocurrency market. So every person who works on technical analysis can only speculate based on past performance of the coin. So we can draw trend lines on this chart, and we can look at the indicators to see if the coin is going to perform the way it has performed in the past. We have no control over the price of the coin. If the price of the coin drops after the signal has been given or the recommendation has been given, obviously it's good in the sense that you're going to buy at a lower price. But the opposite, if it rallies immediately the very next minute, or even right as you're receiving the coin, you open up your notification and you see the price at 43.70, but when you look at your app to get in, the coin is already 43.90. It's not because we sent the wrong signal, it's because the market rallied. So you're going to make a judgment call on that, based on that, whether you want to get in on that coin at that market price or at the recommended price. It's up to you to decide that. We give no guarantees, but the numbers don't lie. You can see the numbers are there, the trades are there, the trades are winning. So you need to be aware of that. If the given price is a particular price, and by the time you open your Telegram app or look at the notification for the recommendation, if the price has gone up, it does not mean that the signal is wrong. It means that the coin has rallied. So you need to make a judgment call as to where you want to get in on that price, whether you want to get in on the market price or you still want to get in at the recommended price. That's totally up to you. You need to decide what you want to do with that. But just be aware of that. The market fluctuates so much that at times it could drop below the recommended price on the signal, or it could overshoot the recommended price on the signal. But one thing I can say is that the signals that we've been having with TopNotch has been, I would say, a 99% wins so far. The only ones that I've lost out are the ones that I have actually closed out because I don't have the patience to wait for them to rally. So I've closed them out in the red. But so basically that's it. You need to understand that about the price when the price is given for the recommendation. So that's basically what you need to do to set up the hybrid orders. The hybrid orders are very easy to work with. You've got tutorials on your dashboard that show you how to set up your hybrid orders. We also have a Google Drive where you have access to all of the videos that corporate has put up and our leaders have put up, upline has put up, so you can talk to your sponsors, talk to your upline and get the link and watch the videos. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm also going to stop the recording. And if you have a question,